Your girl T. Welcome to another video. In today's video, we are going to get into the nitty-gritty of DTF. We're going to talk about the things that nobody wants to tell you when it comes down to DTF, okay? But before we get into today's video, let's go ahead and let me get my shout outs out. If you are new here, thank you for stopping by my channel. Please like my video, comment, consider subscribing, and check out all of the other content on my channel. For my returning subscribers, welcome back, fam. Welcome back. Welcome back. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's video. So DTF, in the world of DTF, it can be amazing, okay? There is a period where I was able to not do maintenance as much as I should have been doing maintenance, okay? The reality of DTF is you should do maintenance every single day. Whether you print or not, you should do maintenance every single day. I would strongly suggest that you print every single day, and then that way you do a cleaning after it. So I went through a period, and let me see, hopefully you guys will be able to see this very well. Let's see, can y'all see that? All right, let's try it this way, because I need y'all to be able to see what I see. And if you can't, I'm gonna try to explain it to the best of my ability. Okay, so first things first, y'all should, you should be able to see it fairly well right there. So first of all, we don't even have white ink up here. Do y'all see those lines? That is called banding, okay? That is called banding. That is the vertical and horizontal lines that is going all through the print, okay? All through the print. So, but you cannot see it on the print. You cannot see it when you press. However, the banding should not be there. The banding is there because I failed to do maintenance like I should have. Then my print head got clogged up. And then I had to unclog my print head because I reached out and ProColor was like, yeah, you need a print head. Nah, son, this not even a year old. We not buying no print head. We don't need no print head. So instead of them saying that the print head was clogged, and instead of me using my brain, it didn't dawn on me, right? So I finally let me see. Ooh, if I open this up, hang on. Let me, I don't know if this camera will allow y'all to see. Whoops, if it will allow you guys to see over here on the inside, but we're gonna try. If not, I'll add my phone. No, I don't think it's gonna let you see that far. All right, let me make this bigger. Okay, there we go. It's not as clear as I would like it, but if I add my phone, we are going to start a fiasco. But you know what? No, I'm going to add my phone because I want y'all to see this, okay? I want you guys to really be up close and personal and see this because this is important. This is very, 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 very important, okay? And I'm going to look under here and just looking at my print head. So we actually need to do some maintenance today. So what we're going to do is I'm going to add this camera and I'm going to mute the volume on the phone. Okay, here we go. Bingo. And y'all should still be able to hear me. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, let's see, I'm trying to get a good angle, y'all. I didn't really like think this through too tough, but it is what it is. Okay. Oops. Now bear with me a second. Oh no. Now bear with me a second here, okay? So there's that. Best we are going to get it for me to be able to show you guys. Okay? So right here is the ink channels, right? Let me turn the machine off so I can move the print head a little closer. So I'm turning this on and I'm going to wait till the print head moves and then I'm going to turn it off. All right, so this is our print, our inks right here. Up under here is held by 3 screws, and that is our print head, okay? So if I look under here right now, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab my solution, and we're gonna get into cleaning this. Now you can run like, you know, your regular print head cleanings and things like that as you should. So all I'm doing right now is I'm just coming in here, merely using this cleaning solution, and I'm just cleaning anything that is out of place and where ink should not be, right? So, oops, this is what we got just from that little area. So now what I'm gonna do is I have pieces of this little polyester that I use. Ideally though, you should really use the DTF cotton swabs and things like that, but this works out for me. So anyway, you don't want to double dip with the same end as well of the Q-tip either. So what I'm gonna do is there is a little, look at me knocking stuff down, y'all. There's like a little, I don't know what you call this thing, but you can flip it up, okay? So I'm gonna clean all of that off. Now you should at least make sure that when you're coming and you're doing these cleanings on your DTF printer, see, like we got more gunk, okay? So even though I have been cleaning the DTF printer since the mishap, now I've always ran print head cleanings and I was okay, but I never, and I mean never, y'all, cleaned the DTF printer like I clean it now. This is very, very important. So if you have a DTF printer and you have not cleaned it, you might want to consider doing so. Now, what I do now is I take a little bit of I double the rag and I pour the cleaning solution on it. Then I wrap. This is like one of those little straws that you clean your straws with on the cup tumblers. And then I move my print head down right in the middle, and I just go right along. And see, this print head is dirty, but I just cleaned it. So this is really why you should do this thorough maintenance on your DTF. But I just knew that I didn't need a print head, and I wasn't buying a print head. That was not an option for me. I mean, if I really would have needed a print head, that would have been one thing, but I don't really need a print head. This just came from me not doing cleanings like I should have, so it resulted in the prints that I was getting where the whole image was just banding and I could not figure out why. So under here on both sides you have a metal piece. In the middle you want to wipe that off, and then you want to make sure on each side that you get the ink from up under the print heads on both of those sides. And I know you can't really see it well, but I'm trying to do my best by explaining it to you. And then I just kind of go down. If I see ink splattered somewhere, I wipe that off. And then I also will wipe my rollerblades off because ink gets up there too. And you want to make sure that everything is absolutely clean when you are doing your prints. So I'll leave that right here for right now. There's nothing else in here. I'll close this up. And this is just a cleaning solution that came with the DTF printer. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this back on. The print head is going to move, and I'm going to press this ink button for a few seconds. Actually, I need to let the print head move first. I just see a little bit of ink that I was trying to get. So once the print head locks back in its housing, then I'm going to hit this ink button. A few seconds. And it should start making all right, there it is. So that noise right there is it cycling through the ink. And of course you don't want to use that straw there for anything else. So that's why I keep it there. So it is cycling through our ink. And while it's cycling through our ink, I'm just going to sit this right here for a second. And I'm going to also show you how you get ink splatters and things like that on your DTF paper. Now, what I'm going to do is just cut that part off because the rest of this DTF film is very much so usable. Okay? So, we're going to see how our print will look once this finishes cycling through. So doing print head maintenance is very, 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 and I know I keep saying it because I'm trying to stress to you how important the maintenance on your DTF printer is. So we've cleaned it. It's cycling through our ink. We're going to print and see if our print comes out with this banding that you can't, really see. Because then once you clean it and then you reprint another one, generally the images is fine. So we're going to see what we get on our first print of today. So I'm making my business to print every single day now, whether it's a transfer that I need or not. Okay, whether it is a transfer that I need or not, I print a transfer every single day, because that is going to just trying to get this jacket straight, because we're going to handle business with those today. But anywho, so I do make it my business to print every single day now, because we are trying to avoid actually having to buy a print head. Now, on the inside of the DTF printer, you have up under where the ink is, you have like a waste tank there. Now, if you start sucking ink from the back and it's not pulling back, then that means your ink resetter needs to be reset, or you need to replace that ink waste tank right there. So there is that. That looks like that is complete. I'm gonna just roll this up just a little bit, because I have DTF solution on here. So I'm just gonna go across there like so. All right, and here we go. So I've already ripped this. This is the image that I've already printed. We're just going to reprint this out again to see if we still get banding, or if we now get banding again, then that means we need to do a print head clean. Okay, so our image will start coming out. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the heat press up to 410 degrees, because I don't use my curing oven. I do have one. It came with my DTF machine, but I'm going to show you how I'll use my heat press to cure the DTF transfers. Just make sure you're in a well ventilated area. Wear a respirator if you need to, but I have been dealing with DTF prints long enough and DTF to know when I actually need to wear the respirator, but you in fact should wear a respirator, okay? So here we go. I'm logging in on the other camera so that you guys can see how we are going to fix this. Not fix it, how we're going to cure it. All right, guys. So I'm entering the studio here, and I don't know how y'all are seeing the DTF printer over there. Okay, here we go. All right, so there's that. So hoping our image comes out good, but if it does not, print head cleaning. Ooh. Okay. Looks like it may be okay. I see very minimal banding. Now, I don't want you guys to get it misconstrued. So when these do print, you do get a few lines according to ProColor, but the type of banding that I was getting was about this wide on the print, down the whole entire print. That was absolutely absurd. But so far, this one is looking pretty good. So that's the type of printing or cleaning that you need to do every single day to ensure the longevity of your print head. I'm just going to set this right here, and I'm going to go ahead and grab my DTF powder. Now, this DTF powder came from Pro Color, as you can see. It will clump up on you, so just be mindful of that. And what I generally do is I keep a little scoop in here from the Dollar Tree. I'm gonna make myself bigger. So yes, this is what I keep it in. This doesn't go in my kitchen. This doesn't go anywhere outside of this room. So I'm just gonna set this here, and we're going to, I'm gonna show y'all how I cure these. It is almost finished. Almost finished. Okay. And this right here, I did not put any DTF powder on because I wanted you guys to see the print that I got. But as you can see, the minimal banding does not affect the print, right? It doesn't affect the print where you can actually see it. But when you have the maximum where the banding is like this, or at least this wide down the entire print, that does affect the print, of course, okay? So what I'm probably, well, no, because I don't need powder on that because I want you guys to see the difference. And this print is almost done. Almost done. Also, something else that affects your DTF printer, with it getting clogged and things of that nature. Whatever ink you start out using, that is the ink that you need to continue to use. Because if you don't, all inks are not made up of the same, they have the same chemicals, but one, or components, I should say, but one may use a little more of something else. So they may mesh together and cause, major clogging. And that's not what you want. So it's best to stick to the brand that you started out with and just leave it there. And then once your ink, your print head clogs, it basically turns to like rubber or a piece of vinyl. That's what it feels like. And you don't want any of that on your prints. You want nice, beautiful prints like what we are getting now. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is what we're getting is how our prints should look each and every single time. So if you do the maintenance on it, you won't have those problems. DTF machines are very, very needy. I have several printing devices, and out of all of them, DTF is the neediest. DTF is the neediest. So the UV DTF printer and my regular DTF printer, those printers require so much work. So not only did I have to unclog this DTF printer, I had to unclog the UV DTF printer, which is a whole nother beast. It's a whole nother beast. So if you take nothing else from this video, if you have a DTF printer, what I want you to take from it is 1, do your daily maintenance. 2, do not switch inks. Use the ink that you started out with. And 3, print at least 1 print every single day. So now that our print is done, I'm going to show you what we have, how it looks as it should look. And then we are going to cure this print. I'm going to show you how we cure the print. All right, so this is completely done. I smeared the ink just a little bit, but it'll be fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. There we go. So, as you guys can see, we have a complete print as it should be. There is no banding whatsoever in here, and our print looks fabulous. Okay, I actually like it. Now, we do have, like I said, where I smeared the ink a little bit on the end, but that'll be fine. That will be just fine. So what I generally do now is I take it, and a little of this goes a long way, guys. You don't need a whole bunch, because a little bit goes a long way. And it really does, a little bit really does go a long way. I'm just heavy-handed. So there's that. And you just coat the whole entire image. Now, what I do also do is I will cure my images twice. Even when I was using my DTF oven, which I've only ever used it maybe a total of 5 times, if that. Because I don't like using that, because when you use that in conjunction with the the DTF printers being turned on, they cause problems. So this is how it should be, nice and neat and coated. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm going to stick this under here, and we're going to let that cure. Okay, so let me make this bigger so that you can see it curing under there. Now I have made a mess with this DTF powder, and all I do is take this little vacuum and I vacuum it up. Now, every single print I don't always cure twice. That one right there looks like we got a fairly good coat. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to put this up, because we won't need to cure that anymore. Now I see like something is blocking. Oh, that's the sun. Yeah, that's what that is. I can't do much about the sun blocking it. Oh no. Yeah, that's the sun. I can't do much about that glare, y'all. That's just the sun blocking it. Maybe I can just turn it down just a little bit. That doesn't help either. There we go. It's a little bit better. And then what I do is I just pull it out a little bit. And as y'all can see, that DTF powder is already curing very, very well. So, all right, so that one is about done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove that camera, make me big. I'm going to go ahead and remove this camera because we don't need that one either. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put this back and check our print. All right. So our print is completed. Okay. And remember that end, I knocked the Right here, I knocked the ink a little bit. And then this is the back. It looks like an orange peel. See how you guys can see that? And as you can see, we don't have any banding in this print whatsoever. But here we have banding. See the difference in how light this white is versus how dark this white is? So that's how you know. And plus you can't see, or you don't see any banding in here. So that's a great print. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this print because I didn't cure it and we're not using it. So there's that. All right, so thank you for watching my video. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. Oh, excuse me. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. If you watch my video for any length of time, I appreciate that as well. So until next time, peace. Stay crafty. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.